Alright, what's up guys? So I've been playing some Palworld lately and just wanted to make a quick video on it. I think it's a great game. And I'm looking at setting up a second base now. So just wanted to do a quick video on that. First off, if you don't mind hitting that subscribe button, I appreciate it. Really helps me out. Getting close to, well, we just hit 1,000 subs recently, so now we're going to go for 2,000. If you haven't played this game yet, I would highly recommend it. It is absolutely fantastic. Um, so I'm looking at setting up a second base, and I was trying to find somewhere with a lot of the ore. So this is kind of where I'm at for this base. Um, I've been trying to go up here and start it, but there's just a lot of pals and uh, hostile pals and NPCs that was just making it not very feasible. So this area is pretty peaceful. This is my lucky ecthodeer, if you're wondering why it's just like so gigantic. Um, but yeah, we're gonna create a second base here, and then we are going to take a look at my other base. So you could get oh nice, I just do damage just like running into stuff. That's cool. Um, so the only thing that I'm not sure on this base is exactly how big it's going to be, and I know different elevations can kind of mess up a little bit of the pathing for your pals. So, I mean, I think this is probably a big enough clearing here to do what I want with this base. I'm just trying to figure out exactly where the best placement is going to be. I kind of think that we're going to place it up here, and then we'll have a little bit of extra room. Uh, it's just the only thing that's concerning me is the elevations, um, and I'm not exactly sure if it will give me. I mean, I guess I can build it, and then if we need to move it, we can. So I want to encompass all of the ore down there, but I also don't want to limit my building space. So I may place it more like right here. Just to make sure that we can fully get access to all of the ore. And the Palbox itself kind of, what if we do this? Like, it takes up quite a bit of space. Let's go ahead and put him away. I think he was blocking it. So we're going to try and put it here. And if we need to reposition, we can. I wish it gave you a little bit, and maybe it does, and I just don't know how to look at it, but I wish it gave an outline so you could tell like where the Ooh, yeah, see, I guess that's not. Do I still have enough materials to build another one? I mean, I can get some real quick. So, oh my gosh, do I have to like kill that to move it? Aha, disassembly mode. Alright, so we got our materials back. That's actually very, very helpful. And we will try and reposition this to here. So yeah, I guess you can kind of play around with your positioning a little more than I realized. I thought you had to like destroy stuff. So yeah, it looks like we got the edge of the base where we want over here. And extends a little bit up here, which I don't know how much we'll be able to actually use that space, just because I don't know if the pals can go up and down the elevation. But now that we have our second base set up, let me go back and show you the first base and just give you some kind of tips on what's what we're looking at here. So what I did was I first off created 4 berry plantations, and then in my ranch I have a Vixie, a Flambelle, and a Capriti. And then you just need a couple of watering guys. Pangolets are really probably the best for it because they can do handiwork as well as water and transport. And then I've got a Lift Monk and a Tansy, and that is because they have a lot of overlap. But let me show you. So the Lift Monk, he can do medicine, whereas the Tansy can do transport. So just a nice little mix. And then the Lee's Punk, he's really good for harvesting, handiwork, and transport. The Fuddler, he's pretty solid, miner, handiwork, transport. And then the Tansy and the Lift Monk can chop wood when needed. The Vixie will give you pretty much unlimited pal spheres, arrows, and gold from being in your ranch. So very low cost. Low cost to get all of that, so I would highly recommend putting a Vixie. Sometimes they get stuck in the walls, and I just got to go over here and like spear them through the walls because the pals don't seem to be able to attack through the wall. But yeah, with just these 4 berry plantations, I've never had any issues with food. My food source continues to increase. And so I'm hoping that maybe just with manually transporting some berries to my new base, I can get away with just feeding them from this base, and then I'll just put miners in it and smelters and just get a ton of steel bars. So that is kind of the plan for right now. And then also I've got a flambell in here. She just gives you flame organs, so I've got a pretty nice stockpile of those. I'm sure I'll need them at some point. I don't know exactly when, but if not, she can smelt, so that's always useful as needed, just in your starter base. I might switch her out for something else, depending on if I need to or not. But I have pretty much, you know, your water guys can run your crusher, build your palladium, get your palladium fragments or your twine as needed, or your fiber, sorry, just based off like the wood and the ore. Occasionally I'll throw out my Ecthodeer when I'm in the base. He'll I don't know if he's supposed to mine when he's not like set as a worker, but he's got level 2 wood chopping, so that comes in handy. As far as stat points go, I've put most of my points into health, and I was starting to put points into stamina, but once I realized once you can ride the pals, their stamina is not based off your stamina, so I don't really know how beneficial putting points into stamina is. And then I've also put a few points into weight. Just, I feel like my main function as the character is, you know, to capture and set up, get my base running. Not really as much of a damage dealer, especially when I'm riding the pals and controlling them. There's no really benefit to my attack being higher as far as I can tell. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, because I'm curious to know. But that is where the base is at right now, guys. And so next we're gonna go and start working on setting up base number 2. I built 2 beds because I thought those were the beds you needed initially for your pals, but it's actually these ones, the straw pal bed. So you do have to research that separately if you get confused, like after you've built a couple beds, why they're sleeping on the ground, getting unhappy. That's why. So now we will head back to base number 2. Not sure why that pal, if he's hungry, is not eating. Sometimes they get stuck in weird locations, and if I'm not sure where they are, I'll just reset them. Sometimes it's the best thing to do, because they do get stuck on terrain sometimes. I mean, for an early access game, it's got fantastic performance and really not many bugs that I have experienced. So we're going to fast travel to our second base. And how many pals can we have at this base? We can have 10. So right off the bat, you don't have to work on upgrading this second base. So I guess what we're going to want to do is I'll go ahead and throw out my Ecthodeer. I think he's going to start chopping wood. So that's great. And we're going to want to get a couple miners. So we've got the Depresso as an option. If they're raiding this base or the other base, but mean, we could just put out the boar. I think maybe the Tombat is going to be a solid choice for this base. So we'll go ahead and drop him in. Oh, dang. Whoa, that guy looks cool. Holy crap. Oh my gosh, I'm blind. Holy crap. Oh my goodness. I was not prepared for that raid. I want to capture that guy. Where is he going? I guess maybe they're going to try and raid my other base? Or did he disappear? Oh, I guess he disappeared. Well, I mean, that's just part of this game. It's kind of, it's pretty wild. The unexpected tends to happen fairly often. Well, that kind of messed up what we were trying to do here. Now we need to find another miner. Don't want him. I didn't want to use the rush ores, but I guess I will. We'll see if he does what we want him to do. Why is he not, why is he not mining the copper ore? This is one thing that's kind of annoying. is trying to get them to mine copper ore.
I have to finish it.
Okay. So quick check online. I guess I need mining level 2. So we'll let this other Tombat with bad work speed go at it. Okay. So that was the issue. Once my other Tombat is healed, then we will swap him out. What else does Tombat do? He gathers and he transports. So not really sure what I'm going to do for food at this base. I think these guys are confused about where the trees are for logging. Alright, so this video is starting to get a little lengthy. We'll go ahead and end it here, and then once we get the full second base up and running, maybe I'll do another update just to kind of show you like what a mining smelting operation looks like as we progress through the game a little bit further. So thanks for listening, guys, thanks for watching, and remember to give them the D.